Hi everybody, welcome to the den. Thanks very much for popping by. As you can see, I'm dressed ready for Gloomhaven. Frosthaven now. However, I don't have Frosthaven because we're in the UK and we don't get it till January, February. However, if you're watching this video past January, February, then we've probably got it. However, that's what we're not here for, to discuss that. So this is to talk about the offering of the Cave Walls, Ice Walls scenery expansion for Gloomhaven and or Frosthaven. Laid before me are the scenery walls decked out in a sort of snowy, icy environment, and you know, that enhances your gameplay. And they go around the map tiles, but we'll get to talk about that. If you are here for the very first time and you just stumbled across this and you're looking at this, I would not advise you getting this set as a first purchase. And the reason being is you want to replace your cardboard components. If the first time, I think, very quick, your cardboard components represent, you know, mini doors, chests, all sorts of scenery elements. You really need to go that route first. Get the scenery elements done first of all. The next route, if you want walls, that these are the things that go around your map tiles and so on, I would get Scenery Pack 1, which are more cobbled stone walls, plus the pack comes with doors. So there's a number of sliding wooden doors and a unique stone door that we produced here at the Forge. That would be the next. After that, you've got a couple of other options. You can then go to the cave tiles, as it were, or you can go to a settlement type theme, which has like wooden fencing and pickets and all sorts of stuff on there. There are plenty of videos and bits online that you can go and look at. So I do that. Obviously, there's nothing to stop you going in. You don't need the prerequisite. It's just a bit of advice and guidance, really. Okay, so here we have it. The cave walls, ice walls, ready for your Gloomhaven, Frosthaven experience. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing the camera around and we're going to take a closer look at what we've got on offer. Be back in a minute. Right, so here we are. Here is our cave walls, ice walls section, scenery section 3. That you can use. Now, as you can see, what they do is they are freestanding and they are placed around map panels. Now, just as a quick note, obviously, if you are looking at the other upgrade that we do, which is the scenery tiles, where you actually replace all the cardboard scenery tiles with 3D tiles and everything, which you would have seen pictures for, then everything here is compatible. The other thing to notice that on all of the sets that are brought out in regard to additional walls and that sort of scene, the surround scenery, is everything follows exactly the same. So it's about the same amount of components, same amount of hexes, and that's how the balance is. So it's a repeat, except for obviously the different designs and so on. Now on that, this is a massive set. This is 69 pieces. They're all unique. It's 1.5 kilos of product. It's really, and you know, these are absolutely gorgeous. You know, they do represent, like I say, you can paint them down to look like normal cave walls, or you can treat them, I mean, most of them are ready for the table. We do print either in this resin color, yeah, this sort of transparent color, as the white color, and or black or gray. And the reason being is that sometimes we get a change in filaments. So they can be easily treated. There should be, if there isn't already, there will be a video going up to show you how we do treatments on these. These, for instance, this particular one here, if I got the replacement to that. So that has been treated. So basically it's been resined very simply and then oversprayed. So it just gives it that colour and depth. But these are really weighty objects. Like I say, 1.5 kilos on that. And lots and lots of variety in there. On top of that, we have a lot of individual pieces. So there are lots of 1 hex pieces that could be used as alternative scenery and or put into corners. On top of that, with all of our scenery packs. We also always do a few things in resin, and that's no exception here. And in this particular case, we have these resin fountains. Absolutely gorgeous petal fountains, really, really nice. Once you get some nice close-up pictures of those, and they sort of really set off the stand. So you've got a number of resin pieces there along with the crystals. And one of the reasons for doing the resin is that they don't always print that well on the PLA. So I always like to throw in some high def resin pieces. They do come with supports, so you have to break off the supports and things. But you know, once again, absolutely gorgeous. You know, this is really the theme if you're looking at the Frosthaven, and of course building with a cave system. So how many hexes did it come with? A lot of vendors who do the very first pack, as we mentioned, there are the cobbled walls, and mixed in here is a couple of, there's a cobbled wall there which has been treated. So the scenery pack one is about cobbled walls, and it comes with a number of doors. Now this is a resin printed door. They don't come resin printed, but they come with the sliding doors. Okay, now if you are diving straight into this and you don't want the cobble walls, absolutely fantastic, but the doors will be available as separate packs. Once again, it doesn't come with a pack. If you want a more complete, then have a look at pack number 1, which is the cobbled walls, and it comes with a series of doors. However, if you're Frosthaven and you want to get frosty, this is the way forward. So how many hexes does it cover? Because a lot of vendors who do just the cobbled walls put out, you know, this is X amount of hexes. This is a 1-pack size. I don't do it anything less. It's certainly enough to have a really good depth, and we're looking at it covering 130 hexes. So there is a lot of scope there, and like I say, lots and lots of variety. 69 pieces in total, and you know, some really nice architecture in there. So there is a little bit of preparation. There are some preparation videos on there. Some of these span ones, because you have to knock out some support here, because they span over hexes as opposed to run along the side. You'll know what I mean when you offer them. And that's about it. Like I say, pretty much ready for the table. But invariably, you're always going to be looking at very simply spraying and coating them for that maximum experience. And there will, as I mentioned, there will be a video, if not already on how to achieve that look. Great stuff. There we go. That's the caves. If you are interested in any of the scenery packs, then we do have obviously the scenery pack 1, which is the cobble walls, as I mentioned, with the doors. Scenery pack 2 is the more settlement, where we have you know, wooden fences and palisades, and you know, lots of those sort of items, gratings and graveyard posts and things that you might want to make a settlement feel out of. Great stuff. Hopefully that answers all your questions. Once again, please subscribe to keep up on all the other news. And if you've got any comments or any questions, then please email me and we'll get back to you. Any links to where you can get this stuff from the Etsy shop will be in with the video in the comments. And also our Facebook page, where people like to put stuff on to show how they've painted it. Absolutely fantastic community showing what other people have done to get that inspiration. Great stuff. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye for now.